Lindsie Chrisley reveals only way she'd reconcile with her dad, Todd. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Lindsie Chrisley is opening up about her fractured relationship with father Todd Chrisley, and the reality star is making it clear that any reconciliation would require real work on all sides. The Southern Tea podcast host sits down for an exclusive chat with OK, after recently breaking silence on her estrangement from the Chrisley brood. Lindsie is currently not on speaking terms with Todd, her stepmom Julie Chrisley, sister Savannah or brothers Chase, Kyle and Grayson following her dad and his wife's release from prison, which occurred thanks to Donald Trump's presidential pardon. When asked whether the bridges with her family are burned, the 36-year-old host doesn't shut the door completely, but she does set firm boundaries. I think healing is always possible, but it takes effort on all sides, Lindsie says, stressing that she's prioritizing her well-being above all else. Right now, I'm focusing on my own peace. If reconciliation ever happens, it has to come from a place of honesty, not image or obligation. Lindsie Chrisley has accepted her family's estrangement. Lindsie confirms she remains estranged from her family and admitted it's something she's had to make peace with. There's distance, and that's something I've had to accept for now, she shares, adding that she'll never say never to healing, but acknowledging not everyone is ready to meet you where you are in your growth. Lindsie Chrisley admits, staying silent becomes heavier than criticism. The former Chrisley Knows Best star explains that speaking her truth after years of public scrutiny hasn't been easy, but it has been necessary. At some point, staying silent becomes heavier than the criticism, she reveals. Speaking openly has allowed me to take my power back. Lindsie Chrisley wants to break cycles, as mom to son Jackson. Lindsie notes her experiences have profoundly shaped the way she parents her son, Jackson, 12, whom she shares with her ex-husband, Will Campbell. I want to break cycles, she declares. I'm more intentional about communication and making sure my son knows that home is a safe space. Honesty doesn't come with punishment, and love doesn't have to be earned. While the road to reconciliation with her father remains unclear, Lindsie is staying grounded by focusing on what she can control. My faith, my son, and my close circle keep her steady, she says, along with remembering that not everything needs a public explanation. The Chrisley family has long been at the center of public fascination, yet the latest revelation from Savannah Chrisley has added a new layer of emotional intensity to an already complicated family narrative. In a moment that instantly captured the attention of fans and critics alike, Savannah openly discussed the conditions under which she would even consider reconciling with her father Todd Chrisley. For a family whose name has become synonymous with reality television, legal battles, and public conflict, her admission felt both raw and defining. Savannah's relationship with Todd has been strained for a significant period, shaped by personal disagreements, emotional distance, and the external pressures that come with living life under a media microscope. Yet despite the turmoil, many supporters have always held out hope that father and daughter would reunite in a meaningful way. Savannah's recent comments, however, suggested that reconciliation is no simple matter, but instead requires a profound level of growth, responsibility, and accountability from her father. In her candid reflection, Savannah emphasized that a reunion with Todd could only happen if he demonstrated genuine change that aligned with her values and emotional needs. She highlighted the importance of honesty, vulnerability, and respect as the foundational elements of any future connection. According to Savannah, her past experiences have taught her the importance of drawing boundaries, prioritizing her mental well-being, and refusing to return to unhealthy patterns, even when the person involved is her own parent. Her firm stance did not come from a place of resentment, but from a desire for emotional stability and clarity. She expressed a yearning for a relationship built on mutual trust rather than the power dynamics that have defined much of their past interactions. Savannah noted that for reconciliation to be possible, Todd must first acknowledge the pain caused and take responsibility for his actions. She explained that being a public figure does not exempt anyone from accountability, and that growth begins where excuses end. The public's reaction to Savannah's comments was immediate and intense. Fans of the family expressed mixed emotions, with some supporting her decision to protect her peace, while others longed for the day the Chrisleys present a united front. The discussion stirred conversations about the complexities of family loyalty, the difficulty of healing broken bonds, and the challenge of choosing self-preservation in situations where emotional ties run deep. Savannah's emotional clarity also sparked broader discussions about the influence of fame on private family matters. Growing up under the spotlight meant that every conflict, misstep, and reconciliation attempt played out before millions. For Savannah, this meant navigating her personal struggles while being scrutinized in ways most people cannot fathom. Her revelation highlighted the emotional price of reality fame and the resilience required to maintain authenticity in an environment where public perception often shapes private decisions. Insiders close to the situation noted that Savannah's stance was not intended to shut the door on Todd permanently, but rather to set a standard for any future relationship. Her comments illustrated a deep internal struggle between love for her father and the necessity of protecting her personal growth. Close friends described her as someone who values emotional integrity and refuses to compromise her well-being for the sake of public appearances. In sharing her perspective, Savannah also touched on the broader theme of healing. She explained that reconciliation is not merely about reconnecting, but about rebuilding trust on a foundation stronger than the one that previously existed. She emphasized that true healing requires both parties to be willing participants, and that forced reconciliation only leads to repeated cycles of conflict. Savannah made it clear that she would welcome a future with her father, but only if both could meet as equals with shared understanding and respect. Observers have noted the contrast between Savannah's calm introspection and Todd's more assertive public persona. Todd, long known for his confident and often controlling demeanor, has been a central figure in the family's success as well as its tension. While Savannah did not publicly criticize him, her words subtly acknowledged the emotional challenges she faced growing up in a household led by strong personalities and high expectations. Her approach now seems fueled by a determination to break generational patterns and create a healthier emotional legacy for herself and her loved ones. The timing of Savannah's revelation is particularly significant as the Chrisley family continues to navigate the aftermath of legal troubles, public scrutiny, and shifting family dynamics. As Todd confronts the consequences of past decisions, Savannah appears focused on rebuilding her life with a renewed sense of purpose. Her emphasis on emotional maturity reflects a personal evolution shaped by hardship, resilience, and self-reflection. Despite the distance between father and daughter, there remains a lingering hope among fans that the two will eventually find their way back to one another. Their bond, though fractured, has always been marked by an undeniable connection visible even during the most difficult chapters of their lives. Many believe that with time, patience, and genuine effort, reconciliation is not impossible, but requires hard work, honesty, and healing from both sides. Meanwhile, Savannah's personal growth journey continues to resonate with viewers who have watched her transform from a reality television teenager into a strong young woman navigating adulthood with courage. Her willingness to speak openly about difficult subjects has earned her respect beyond the entertainment world. By sharing her boundaries openly, she has inspired countless individuals to prioritize their emotional well-being, even when doing so requires making painful decisions. In the end, Savannah's revelation does not close a chapter, but instead outlines the pathway to a healthier future. Her clarity underscores the reality that reconciliation is not a guarantee, but a choice built on accountability and mutual respect. While the world watches the ongoing Chrisley family story unfold, Savannah's commitment to emotional truth has become one of the most compelling elements of their narrative. Whether Todd will meet the expectations she has set remains to be seen. What is clear is that Savannah refuses to compromise her values and emotional growth for the sake of appearances. Her stance serves as a reminder that even within families with strong histories and deep connections, healing requires honesty, change, and courage from all involved. In speaking her truth, Savannah has not only reshaped the public's understanding of her relationship with her father, but has also set the tone for what she envisions in her future. A future rooted in clarity, strength, and genuine connection. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.